Drivin Ivan here. 1999 JDM. That means Japanese domestic market, if you don't know. Mitsubishi GTO MR. Yes, it's right-hand drive. Yes, it's all the JDM car you want. Yes, it's rare. I'm going to drive it. I'm going to review it. So smash that like button and subscribe. Buy me a coffee if you like the content. But let's get going. Well, I thought it was limited production, but about 86,000 were made actually for these JDMs because they're popular. People love these for great reasons. Just look at it. Wow. Blacked out wheels. This one's a looker, isn't it? By the way, it's had the upgraded front bumper there. And also the rear wing is from the model before. So this thing is very modern. And do you notice this car? Do you see this car right here? Well, I just reviewed that one too. Search any car in Drivin Ivan, including the Renault Sport Spider. But let's get going on this one. Wow. What a looker. What a rare car indeed. You can even search, is the Toyota Prius the best car in the world? Yeah, I'm a sports car guy, but I like the Prius too. But this one, wow. I remember the convertible version, the 3000 GT VR4, that's what they called it in America. And it is cool and exclusive. By the way, he also has a 1,000 horsepower Supra here that he's had since he was a teenager. But isn't that a cool story? Keep it in the family, right? But obviously a great car enthusiast here, and it's an honor to review the cars of someone who takes such great care of them and has such a passion about them too. Yeah. little bit of you know, does it have a little bit of Celica in it? I know it's a Mitsubishi. You know, recently I was doing a Mitsubishi. I reviewed the Evo 9 wagon and the Evo 7, and I said that Mitsubishi is a bit of the Japanese Maserati, maybe, because they're just a little quirky. They're different than the other cars, the Supras, and they just have a little bit of a special kind of rarity to them, in my opinion. My brother had bought brand new in 1991 the Motor Trend Car of the Year, which was the Mitsubishi Galant. Of course, the VR4 was one he wanted to have there. I have a VR4 on my channel. But yeah, this thing is just beautiful, sporty coupe. And now I'm going to go inside and show you the interior. Look at these sporty seats. Yeah, you get back seats too, but they're kind of silly, aren't they? No one's going to want to sit back there except kids. Very cool manual transmission. And, well, I'll go ahead and get it on the other side. Not a 5-speed transmission. This is a 6-speed. Has the aftermarket head unit there. Look at the controls for the outside mirrors. Storage, like you'd expect. Look at those ridiculous cup holders. I believe this lifts out. How cool is that? There's the old shifter there. You need your cigarette lighter. A real parking brake, which is nice. Look at that. Looks like a little, what is that thing down there? Auto tuner, I don't know, maybe a radar detector. Huge tachometer, speedometer, fuel gauge there. And yeah, this is the horn button. How cool is that? Probably, what's that, a turbo boost gauge, I would say, maybe pressure. But yeah, these seats are awesome. Wow, so cool. And again, that wing is from the later edition. So this one has some upgrades and really, really cool. Everybody likes Alcantara. I'm not a big fan, but still a cool steering wheel. And I guess it's now time to show you some other bits of the car. Let's go. GTO, let's get on in there. Wow, it's just way up here, and look at that. Wow. Hatchback classic, huh? They don't really make them like this anymore, do they? I don't really think they do, and they should, because this is back when you drove the car and the car did not drive you. Of course, the Renault Sport Spider is the ultimate driver's car, I would say. Definitely check out that review. I just got over the pure bliss of driving that one, but this, I'm sure I'm not going to be let down. My Jetta G26, which is for sale, by the way, and so is that Renault Sport Spider, by the way, I'll mention. That is right-hand drive as well, and an English car based on a Ford, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, these hatchbacks, man. And notice they work. Porsche, take note, these struts work. A lot of Porsches, their struts fail. But these are good. Lots of storage in the back. You can fold down those seats too, which is awesome. Dual overhead cam V6, 3-liter, 24 valve, 320 horsepower. They say 280, but it's sort of a gentleman's agreement. They actually have 320, 357 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60, 5.4 seconds, onto a top speed of 155 miles an hour. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm seated. I am seated, comfortable, and look at this. In Florida, it's very important that your air conditioning works. And this, you know, a Japanese car. It's a Japanese car. I don't know what this stuff does. I think it does your taxes, but no, it's probably some sort of mapping and G's and that sort of thing. Look at these extra gauges here, and like I said before, the horn. But wow, it's comfortable, and it is also very cool, and 6-speed manual. Wow. Actually, it seems like it's pretty short. I don't know if it's super short, but definitely short throws, and that real handbrake is very cool. But now it's time to see what it's like to drive the Mitsubishi MR GTO. Unlike the Renault Sport Spider, clutch is very light, very easy to operate. Actually, that had a nice, light, easy to operate clutch, but the steering in the Renault Sport Spider, it was much tougher. This has a little power assist, just the perfect amount. You can still get feedback from it, and it's yeah, it handles nicely. And this is going to be, you know, like an American big old V8 with the rear-wheel drive. It's very cool. I'm so used to driving on the right-hand side, because again, I spent a lot of time in the Renault Clio, both the 6-speed manual and the hybrid version, and then with my Ford Ginetta G26, quite used to shifting this way, so it's not really that weird to me anymore. And again, those two JDM Evo 9 and Evo 7, those are cool car reviews to check out, but I am used to driving on the right-hand side. It's weird if you haven't done it, and something you got to get used to. Wow, yeah. This is quick. It's noticeably quicker, actually, than that Renault Sport Spider. But let's see what we got here. We'll give it the beans going this way. See if we can get a nice little acceleration run going. Woohoo! It's got a limiter there. It said, "No, thank you. Don't rev me that high." Wow. Yeah, this one has. You can feel that torque. But yeah, these cars are legendary, and to have kind of an exclusive JDM version of it, I remember these back in the day. Many people did not want your, or maybe they wanted your Porsche 911 Widowmaker, which I do review, actually, check that out, or, you know, your Lamborghini Countach, which I also review, the truth about driving the Countach. But a lot of people were down to earth and realistic, and they lusted after the Mitsubishi, what was called really the GTO, the VR4, and some had the retractable hard top, and some had the 4-wheel steering. This one's lighter because it doesn't have the 4-wheel steering. But yeah, this is actually, it feels more lively, and honestly better than I thought it would. I've driven a lot of cool Japanese cars. I've driven some K cars, the Suzuki Cappuccino and the Honda Beat, and you know, late 90s sports car. I have driven many of them, and this one, yeah, it's powerful, and steering feels good. Perfect assistance, really. Clutch and everything, just right on point. It's really nice. It's a practical car to own too, because it does have rear seats. And are you comfortable over there? Yeah. All right. Say hi to the people. It's him and his dad's cars that I'm reviewing today, and he's been a great assistant, production assistant today. And he's only 16, and he knows how to drive these cars well. It's pretty cool. I told him he's a very lucky kid to have learned how to drive in a Renault Sport Spider, and even the Mitsubishi GTO here. And again, the MR edition, more rare, of course, in America. You can always never expect to see another one. I got so many waves. There's not a lot of people here where we are in Naples, Florida, but I got a lot of waves in the Evo 9 and the Evo 7. People just love these cars. And yeah, I've reviewed the GTO, Nissan, I'm sorry, the Nissan, the amazing Nissan top of the line model, and I've seen people say, you know, I've got a Nissan too, and it's so funny because these cars just, the JDM cars, they just, you know, they attract a love. And that GTR, I mentioned that because it's just kind of what's the top of the line now. This Mitsubishi GTO back then was really the top of the line, and like I said, Mitsubishi's different. You know, you see some JDM Toyotas, and even the luxury models, the Centuries and things like that. They're super cool, but there's just something about the Mitsubishi brand, and I do liken it to Maserati, just that the way that Maserati stands out amongst the Italian automakers. Just something different. You know, they made aircraft back in the days, the military days, so their history is proven and their technology is proven, and they know how to build cars, and they know how to build fast cars. Let's do a little brake check here. Yeah, the brakes are, you know, those are, I'll give it the compliment I give most cars that brake well. It's Porsche-like. The braking is Porsche-like. It's fantastic braking, and you can hear kind of the lift off there. It's just the cool sounds of the exhaust and everything. This is a really precision car, and to me, it's why you want a car that's like pre-2000s. I am driving this car. It is not driving me. There's really no aids on the car or anything like that to help. It's a pure driving experience. Not in the same way the Renault Sport Spider was, but it's definitely a sports car, and it's definitely rare, and it's definitely cool, and I think it's a looker too. Absolutely. I hope I am telepathing what it's like to drive this car, really letting you know how nice it is. There's just something about these cars, like I said, they don't drive you, you drive them. That's why I like these older cars. To me, 1,000 horsepower is too much, but 320 is about the outer limit of what you want. Any more than that, you know, I review the Hellcat, things like that, with 707 horsepower. I review a very fast Dodge Ute, converted to a pickup truck, and even the Shelby Cobra, I've reviewed that. Have a nice interview with Pete Brock in front of the real Cobra Daytona, but it's almost too much horsepower to handle. This to me is a pure mix of just the right amount of horsepower, a lot, and just the right amount of torque, and also exclusivity here in America. You can drive it to a car show and you'll never see another one. It's got that Radwood sort of appeal, even though it's later than Radwood. It's still, you know, a car that was produced during the 80s, so it has that appeal. And I think, oh, look at those cars over there, wow, old stuff. But I think it is a really good classic car to own and enjoy, and the air conditioning works great, practical too. I do hope you've liked this driving review of this 1999 Mitsubishi MR GTO, and I hope you will subscribe. Like I said, leave me a comment below. Watch all of my disc golf videos, my videos where I travel and tell you about rock music, Boston House in Boston. I've got a new video coming up on the cars and Boston music scene as well. Jim Morrison's Life and Death in Paris. I buy an MGF and drive it all around Europe and drive it on the Nürburgring. My laps are on YouTube. I also do some travel logs where I drive an Alfa Romeo 146 in Tuscany, Lancia Ypsilon, my Lancia Delta Integrale, which is a all-wheel drive turbo rally car, which is worth watching. And the car that I really think is just like that Renault Sport Spider, the BMW Z1. I also reviewed the Z8, which is more like this one, although that's an 8-cylinder. And all my music videos, search Drivin Ivan, IvanKatz, drums, bass, guitar. I play original songs like Free Your Mind, I'll Never Tell, taken. Down, Down, Down. Past Relations, that's a new one I just put up. Every Day on the Beach is a good one here in Naples. I shot that all over the world. And in Hawaii, that's an original song I wrote. But here in this 1999 Mitsubishi GTO.